I am just recently engaged. My fiancé, he actually lives in Dominican Republic, so he doesn't have a lot of money. I am $42,000 in debt. I want to get married to him, but I'm just nervous because I know I'm on like step number 2 of paying off my debt, doing the debt snowball, and I'm just wondering if it's a good idea to get married knowing that I will have student loans left to pay.
I don't mind folks getting married in debt at all or having babies while they're in debt at all. None of that is a problem for me. The only problem is if you're not on the same page that we're going to kill the debt.
Right.
And we're going to both work like maniacs to cause that to happen. So has he got a job?
He did have a job as a mechanic, and then for some reason now he doesn't have it anymore.
Some reason? That sounds kind of vague.
Yeah. I mean, his explanation was that their management got hired on new people, so now he doesn't have the job. So that was his explanation.
Okay. And how long have you all been dating?
We've been together for 9 months.
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
And he is how old?
He's 22.
And he's from the Dominican Republic?
He lives there. Mm-hmm.
He lives there?
Yes. We have a long-distance relationship.
Where would you live were you married?
So once we're married, we'll have the process of him coming here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was an auto mechanic in the Dominican Republic.
He's a mechanic on whatever. Like, I'm not sure of like what he specifically did. So there's like the language. I'm learning Spanish. I'm intermediate to fluency, and he doesn't know any English. I know this sounds weird, but my understanding was that he is just basically a mechanic. I've seen pictures of him going to work and all that stuff. I'm not sure what he specifically worked on.
Mm-hmm. How many times have you met him in person?
About 4 times.
Okay.
I go back and forth and travel over there.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, here's some things. I don't mind you getting married. I don't mind him coming here, and he's going to get a job, and you guys work together and make a lot of money and pay off the debt and live happily ever after. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's one option. I am obligated, because of this show, to tell people what I would do if I were in your shoes. I have a 30-year-old daughter and a 34-year-old daughter and a 27-year-old son. So I've got kids older than you, okay?
Yeah.
That are all married. And I've been in the Papa Dave chair, we call it, quite a bit over the years. And so I'm going to change hats from financial guru to Papa Dave and tell you a couple things that I would tell you if you were my daughter, okay?
Okay.
Number one, it has been known to happen that folks who want to come to this country will do anything to get to come here, and anything includes talking someone and conning someone into marrying them. So I'm not saying that's happening, but that flag went up in my head hearing this story. So I want you to just be careful, be wise, and be very aware. Do not be a naive person who gets taken advantage of and you call me back later with a disaster, please. I don't want pain to come to your life, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you watch for that. Number 2, I'm not hearing things I like in your description of his job and his job loss. I've seen pictures of him going to work. Statements like that scare the crap out of me as Papa Dave for my young daughter I'm talking to, okay?
Yes.
Like, I want some... As your surrogate dad here for just a second, I'm not, but I'm just speaking like that, okay? But I want some proof that this young man is a diligent, hardworking young man. I really want to know that before he marries you, because I want you to have a good life. So I want you to know that you know that you know that he's marrying you for you, not for an option at citizenship. I want you to know that you know that you know that this young man is a diligent, hardworking young man who's going to serve and love his wife well by working his fanny off once he gets here, and that he has a track record of doing that, not just promises. And you have a language barrier and a culture barrier to figure all this out in. This whole process is fraught with danger. It can work, And it might be okay, and I might be just being paranoid. I do have the gift of cynicism, but but I'm just, this is what I heard in a short conversation, and so did 16 million people listening to this conversation. They're all going, because I wasn't the only one that got scared when you started talking about this. So you got a language barrier, a culture barrier, and a couple of con situations that you need to make sure are not cons before you go forward. If this is a stellar young man and he is all that he claims to be, and he comes here and works his tail off for the good of his family and his wife, you will be just fine. I am not worried about your debt at all. You will work your way through that. I hope you didn't take that wrong, because I did take my muddy boots and walk all through your house there. But it's just what I do, just because I care about you and I want you to win. And I don't want to just drive by this and act like I didn't hear those things, because I heard them. So you be good, and I hope this works out. Please be wise, wise, wise.